Are we live? Everybody, 49 am. Okay, I'm just getting myself together here. All right. Hi, I want you guys to say hi to Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. That's my booby. That's my baby cakes. Let me get this shit. Should I move that light? No, I'm gonna keep the light right there. Okay, this is forehead and I am. This is day 325. All right. Let me just set some other stuff up here. Give me 1 minute. All right, you guys can see me. Everybody can see me. I'm here. I'm here. Okay, I'm waiting. We're to live producer today at 12 p.m. to start your live video. So I'm doing things simultaneously, guys. I apologize for all of that happening. I need to turn on TikTok. Give me a second. Tickety tockety toot. What you gonna do? What is it? Oh God. Yes. Sorry, guys. This is all right. Let's see if we can do this right here. Bow, chicken, wow, wow. All right, what time it is? It's 11:57. Okay, I'm getting ready. Hope everybody's having a great day. Coming live from home. It's a beautiful day. I went grounding today, so I'm excited about that. That was very interesting, and I want to talk about that because that's what inspired this story time that I'm about to go into. It's 11:57. Let me put this over so you guys can see me. You guys can see the shirt. Maybe I should move this way. Let me scoop, 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 scoop. All right. Ooh, I gotta take this hair out. This hair was $200, and if I show y'all the back, y'all gonna be like, "Girl, 200 were trying to cover up my edges." I don't even know if they're there. Shoot, jeez, please. Right, make sure you guys can see the forehead and eye t-shirt. Yes, new merch, new merch. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm trying to meet my baby. That's my baby. Baby. I gotta get her a bigger tank. That's the tank I got in. She got her little rocks in here, food. I put some cabbage in there for her. I gotta get her a little somebody play with little rings on hands on. I gotta get it for her. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. Yes. Stormy weathers. All right. 11:58. The countdown. I got 2 minutes before I start. I don't know who that is texting me, but they gonna have to wait. Wait. Yes, it's day 325. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm happy. I'm happy in my recovery, man. I mean, there's been some incidents. Lord knows. Whew, I ain't know if eyes don't know if eyes gonna make it, but it was right. It's 11 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. All right, we about to get started. Am I live? Is this live now? Okay, it's 11:59. I don't know if I'm live, guys. If I am, holla if you hear me. All right, here we go. Good afternoon, everybody. Forehead and I am. Today is day 325. And so I'm gonna jump right into it. So this is a story time, a lunchtime story time. So today I decided to go grounded. I was talking to my folks at Herbalife. Love you, Herbalife. I was talking to them and a few other people about a friend of mine who does the grounding work. And what that is, for you to don't know, is like you put your feet in the dirt. You kind of ground yourself with the earth and everything like that. And it's like an energy transfer thing going on, right? Cool. So I go, I'm there, and usually I find myself like, I like to record things like that so people know, like, what's going on, especially every journey of mine and healing journey and all that other stuff. So I'm doing all that, it goes well, and I feel like my energy is a little different. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't really pinpoint it, but I feel lighter, if that makes any sense, right? So as I'm leaving, and I went right up here to Riverbank State Park. So as I'm leaving Riverbank State Park, I run into someone that they didn't go to. I went to FDA. I'm from Harlem, so I went to FDA. They didn't go to FDA. I want to say they went to Brandeis. This person, I know them through other people. So when I see them, they're like, "Oh, Alex, I look at your stuff." I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you. That's great. I'm glad you like the content, whatever the case may be, and everything is great." So she goes on to say that she's also in recovery. She asked me not to tell anyone. That's something I would never do. It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. I'm not going to tell anybody about anybody else's business. If you're in recovery, you're in recovery. That's on you. I'm saying I'm in recovery too. I get it. Whatever. So the question that she asked, and this what led me to talk about having thicker skin, whether you're in a healing journey, recovery journey, whatever journey that you're on, right? And I want y'all to strap in for this because we're about to get surgical. Boom. So she's like, like, well, how do you deal with? She said she got her family members are talking about her. She's feeling crazy. She felt the guilt and shame. So this part of the live is for people in recovery. Let me explain something to you, and it had to be explained to me. Do not let the guilt and shame of you doing something to instead of saving your face, you saving your ass, you saving your own life at this point. Don't allow that to put you in a chokehold for you to remain the same. Life is about growth and just being able to evolve. This even for people that's not in recovery, people that's on a healing journey, right? You healing from certain things. You don't want to respond the way you used to respond. You don't want to do the way what you wanted to do. You're not as combative as you used to be. Don't allow something to drag you back or keep you stagnant. That's not what life is about. And it happens every day. Every day. Every day you got something coming at you. Every day. And that's why I say you got to have thicker skin. If you're looking to be successful, right? If you're looking to have any form of success, and success looks different for all of us. Some of us starting our own business. Some of us is being close with our kids, being close with our family. Some of us is just getting up to go to the gym. Some of us is just, okay, I want to get rid of this diabetes. I'm battling cancer. Whatever it is that you got going on, whatever success looks out for you to get better and better and better and better, you're going to have thicker skin. You're going to have thicker skin because people are going to what? Talk shit. They're going to talk shit. They are going to talk. I got a story time for y'all. I need y'all to strap in. This is a real story. And I need y'all to strap in. So this is about the recovery part. So boom. So let's take it back. I came home April 4th. I'm not gonna say what year that was. I'm not saying the year, but the date was April 4th. So I come home April 4th from upstate. So when you come from, because I had to go coast to coast for 19 months, 19 long months. And what it taught me was a few things, right? And this is for my people in recovery, if you can relate. Like when I first came home, I was ashamed. Like I didn't tell anybody that I was going, oh, you're going to a rehab or what they call a therapeutic community and stuff like that. I never told anybody. I went with the clothes on my back. I went with the clothes on my back because what I knew is that I was at odds with my mother. You know what I'm saying? I was at odds with my grandmother. I was at odds with my family. I was at odds with everybody. And what happened is that a lot of people don't like me to say this to the people that are in recovery, is that it wasn't all doom and gloom. It was like, give it to me, baby. We had a great time. It was beautiful at first. But what happens is, it was Rick James records. You know what I'm saying? But what happens is this, is that how can I say this? Like the pain starts to outweigh the pleasure. You was once, and this are clear signs when you know that you're an addict or you have an addiction. When you start doing things alone, you're drinking alone, you're smoking alone, you're doing everything alone. You know what I mean? That's just my theory. Don't quote me on that. That was just what it was for me. We were partying and having a good time, and then it's like now I'm here all by myself. Feeling crazy, feeling dumb, just all type of different emotions, and used to forget the emotions. Like, what? I don't want to share my bottle. I don't want to share my drugs. I don't want to share my. I'm not sharing anything. Right? That's how it starts. And we're gonna fast forward. So when you come home, I went to something called a community residence. Now, community residence is something that they try to integrate you back into society or whatever, like being able, getting a job, making a resume and stuff like that. So for some of us, you don't lose things like that. Like me, I don't lose anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? So be ready to start a little what are you saying? Get the hell out of here. I don't know what that means. I don't know what start a little what means. I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, what happened? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Stop texting me. What is that? All right, you're messing up my flow. So anyway, they do something. Hi, Elizabeth. They do something. They put you in like in a community residence. So you're there with other people. They help you, get housing. They help you do all of this stuff, right? So back to the girl that I seen. So she's just like, oh, well, how did you? I was like, yo, you're gonna have to get thicker skin. And that's just me telling the truth. So she's like, well, how did you get thicker skin? I'm gonna tell you the exact moment when I knew that I had to get thicker skin. I'm in this community residence, right? And so I'm coming from work. So I'm coming from work. It had to be like 8, 9 o'clock. So you gotta log in, you gotta write down, oh, I'm coming from work, whatever. So every time you come in from being out for a long time, they drug test you. You have to take a drug test. Check it out. About to get surgical. So being that I'm a female, she's a female. Being that I'm a female, we had another community residence that was up the block, and that was for like mother and children. So they're like, oh, Alexis, you got to go up there to give your urine, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm walking, minding my business. Now at the time, I had a fiance or whatever, so I'm talking to her on the phone. We chopping up. I got my headphones, and I'm not paying attention to anything. I'm just, I'm just walking, moving along. Boom. I go in, take the urine, whatever, go back. Now this is maybe 4 or 5 days later, someone that was close to me, their baby father, the father of their child, which it was. I mean, I don't have any animosity to this person now, but then I really didn't like this person, like dead ass. Like it was just like we ain't never gonna get along. We ain't never gonna speak. So this person's family member seen me going in there. I was like, oh, whether she taking pills, she popping perks, or whatever the case may be. I'm sorry, the wind got my thing going open. She popping perks, she doing all this, doing all that, whatever. She's saying all this stuff, and and then in that moment, I knew this. And this is something that I learned when I was away, is that like you gotta get thicker skin. Like anytime you in some type of journey, healing journey, recovery journey, you have to be prepared for the what? Bullshit. You have to be prepared for that. And that's solely on you. And then, yes, is it messed up and should you have to do it? No, you should not. But that is life. If you are planning to be successful, which that is my goal. Every day I wake up being successful in this recovery. Stay with me on this because we about to get surgical. Every goddamn day. You understand? And every day ain't an easy day because life, the elements are still coming at you. I'm still dealing with stuff. Every day it's a different issue. And I still got to show up. You still got to stay sober. You still got to get the job done. If you want to be successful, don't cry about it. Get thicker skin because you're going to need it. People are always going to talk about you. They always going to be like, oh, you healing now. I'll give you a perfect example of this. There's a girl that I know, grew up in my neighborhood, right? And when I tell you this girl is fight night, I mean fight night, on site, about to bite, all that. That's how she was, and to watch her grow and elevate, for her to have her own business, make her money, the way she interacts with her child and everything like that, to see her do a complete 180 is an amazing thing. And she's still violent, you just don't know. And sometimes you may want to be that person. Sometimes she may have to be that person. I'm not saying that you should completely shed that side of you. But sometimes you got to learn how to tone that down, because what happens is this, and then sometimes you'll still respond like the old you. Don't do that. Do not respond as the old you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself, no matter what's going on. And this is especially for people in the healing journey. A lot of us are healing from some stuff, and a lot of us don't. And there's so many other people that don't want to heal. Why? Because it's hard. You got to show up every day. You're not allowed. When you start healing and recovering, you are not allowed to respond the way you used to respond. You setting yourself back. And it ain't on them. It's on you. Come on, man. Make it make sense. All right, we're going to move on. Now, when that happened, I was like, damn. So now I'm thinking, like, how do I respond to this? Because I don't like this person. And what's so crazy to me? And this is something I vowed to myself. When I went upstate naturally, I vowed this to myself. No matter who I was running with, who I was getting high with, who I seen getting high, I would never say anything. And to this day, I ain't never broke the code of silence. Let me tell you something. This is so real right now. This is touching my soul. I done seen people with mamas in the spot. I seen people, siblings in the spots, they daddies, all types of about, give it to me, baby. I didn't see all that. Give it to me, what you say? Yes, I didn't see all that. Rick James in it up. Just all, it was all bad. You understand? But that's not on me because first of all, I was there too. I was there too. That's one. And secondly, it's like I don't believe in what me talking about what you was there and what you was doing. How does that, what does that do for me? How does that better me? How does that make me better? How does that contribute to any type of success I got going on right now? It doesn't. Don't allow these people to get you jammed up. Don't allow your own negative, intrusive thoughts. You can't trust everything in your mind. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, what do you mean you can trust everything in your mind? You cannot. Your mind will play tricks on you. Them thoughts and them ideas that cross it, it'll tell you to do something that is not conducive for you. You cannot believe all of your thoughts. You cannot. That is the truth. You can ask any psychologist. You can Google it. Do what you want. You cannot. Your thoughts, because let me tell you, when you start feeling something, you start thinking something, next thing you know, you're doing something. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If you don't make an agenda for yourself, life and other people will make an agenda for you. You got to set your agenda, what you got going on. Don't let these people get you jammed up. You know, I felt compassion for this person because she was really, really hurt about what people were saying about her. And I'll tell her this, I tell myself this, and I tell anybody that's listening. When people are bringing up your back, they talking about an abandoned building. Whew, you about to get surgical. They're talking about an abandoned building. You don't live there anymore. You don't reside there anymore. You're never going back. The building has been condemned. And don't talk about, people say, I'm rebuilding myself. Rebuilding? We're not rebuilding a damn thing. We're tearing the building down. Construction site, you're tearing the building down. Bulldozer, you're tearing the building down and starting a new solid foundation. Stop with the rebuilding. Words matter. People don't understand that. Words matter. What you say to yourself, what you say out loud, that matters. People think it's a joke. I can just say anything I want. No, you can't. You can't do that. You damning yourself. You're damning yourself. They're talking about an abandoned building, something that does not exist, something that has no value anymore. You don't live there. You don't reside there. And then you find yourself responding as if you're the abandoned building and not the new luxury condo that they're building across the street. Come on, man. Make it make sense. You got to get thicker skin. You got to get thicker skin. And in that moment, the moment that I told you that, was when she told me, he said his brother, he said he's seen what now? And he's like, yeah, you know, he's seen, I said, he's seen me going to take the urine test. I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a urine test because, you know, I'm clean and serene and sober, and you popping perks. Pop your perks, fuck your bitch. Like, come on, man, make it make sense, man. Don't let these people get you jammed up. You know, you got to stay focused. You ever see the horse? Right? See horses. You ever wonder why horses got them big things on the side of their head? That's because those are blinders. Because if the horse is looking at the other horse, they get confused and this little rattle, because the cat's in brain. It's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Put your blinders on. Put your blinders on. I see so many people get jammed up and get caught and stagnant in one position because of what somebody else says or what somebody else thinks or what they think somebody else gonna think or what you think somebody else is thinking. You get jammed up all the time, and I'm speaking from personal experience. I was so caught up in the guilt and shame. I didn't even want to tell anybody that I was in recovery. I didn't want to tell anybody anything. Nope. I'm not telling anybody anything. I'm gonna keep it to myself. But see, that's the thing. And I feel like that's a lot of black people and a lot of the black people specifically and people in recovery. I can do it by myself. I don't need any help. I don't need anything. It's not how that works, man. How you think these corporations and businesses get built? They help one another. Look at all these Aki stores. For real. That's real talk. Look at all the Hispanic stores. Look at all these people. They working together. They working together. You cannot do certain things by yourself. I'm not gonna hold you. Sometimes God will put you on a journey that you can only travel alone. And I wholeheartedly feel that. Can't nobody go with you because it ain't gonna work. You got to say, shit, I got to leave y'all alone. Goddamn, shit, get off me. Get off of me. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to get them off. However, there's a lot of the times in life, it's going to require you to have a team. And a team only needs 2 people. You don't need a whole bunch of people on your team. Like me, I don't have a whole bunch of people on my team. I don't. You know what I mean? I have a selective few that I know that I can trust, that loves me in real life. Because see, people that act like they love you in real life, I'm your friend. No, you're not. No, you know, people don't even understand the definition of a friend. You know, and that's okay because my job is to know you and to know how I have to interact and engage with you. That's my sole job. So if you want to sit here and feel like you want to call me a friend, then that's up to you. I'm not finna call anybody a friend that's not a friend. It just doesn't work. And people prove that every day. You know what I mean? So that's cool. And that's what I'm talking about, having thicker skin. If you're looking for success in anything that you do, you got to be prepared for people to talk about you. Success will never come to you easy because it's too precious. Whatever success is for you is very precious. And you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to do to get that? And one of the general rules, rule number one is to get thicker skin. People talk, oh my God, I can't believe, yo, when I came and say, oh my gosh, oh my, I didn't know you were on it. Yeah, man, I got jokes every day about my recovery. It was something to laugh at. Not the recovery part, but the how I got there. Like the things that happened, the people that I met, the things that I've done. You know what I'm saying? The different jobs that I've had. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for me being in recovery, I would not be this great mental health counselor. I would not have that lived experience that I have to talk to people about every day. I would not have the resources to help and inspire and motivate people every day. You know, and I keep it real with y'all. Sometimes I take a hiatus because I will never pour from an empty cup. That will never be me. I can never pour from an empty cup. People do people a disservice on here, right? Pouring from an empty cup. Let me tell you something about my job. You're shitting me. We about to get surgical. When I don't got it, and you can ask my significant other. When I don't got it, I'm taking a break because when I break. I'm not finna tell you. Oh, you need to use your coping skills. Use your coping skills. Shit, I'm trying to use mine. What the hell wrong with you? Shit, I can't do it, Jesus. I can't do it. Father God, save. I'm not gonna hold y'all. What? I'm not gonna hold you. I would never forget that day. And I looked at my sister's face. I love my sister. Shout out to food, bro. I looked at my sister. I said, can't do this shit no more. I can't do it. She said, so we doing this. We doing this. She's like, yeah. She said, all right. She said, I ain't gonna stop, but I ain't gonna do the rest of it. I said, okay. That's what I'm talking about. A support team, man. Get yourself a team. Get yourself somebody you can trust. You know, you gotta have people that you can trust. And if you're not trusted, learn to trust, man. If learn to trust somebody, even if it's just God, the dog. Listen, this is what I trust. This is my boo. Right? This is hi Elizabeth. So I don't know if I shared this story with you guys. I got this turtle because in recovery they said you have to get something to take care of it. Remember, I had the plant. The plant died. I wasn't paying attention to the plant. It was all bad. I said, what are you want from me? Like, golly. You know, it was just bad. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Then I started feeling told you I had feelings of depression. I never felt like that ever. I didn't know what was going on. And I told you there were times it was like, oh girl, you need a shower. So, you know, I had to figure that out. But I'm in better spirits now. And I really, really, really want to get this message across because, you know, seeing that person today, and then I came from grounding. It was like, you know, shout out to my guy Thomas from Herbalife. He was like, you know, I was worried about the dirt. I'm like, is any dirt? He's like, just go with no fear. And I went there and I started crying. I feel a little emotional now, but I'm holding it together. I started crying because it was just like I really came a long way, and I'm just surprised at myself. Like, it's like I sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn girl, you really doing this. You know, I never felt like myself as much as I feel like myself now. I mean, the real me, like laughing, joking, like, you know, just I can't, whatever this movement is, this is how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I was scared. You know, I did things to start my own business, and I'm like, all this paperwork. I don't have a lot of patience. My patience is very short, but I'm learning patience and filling out the paperwork. Hey, what you got to pay for this, and how you got to do this, and what's gonna happen with this, and this, and this. You know what I mean? And really learning to take care of myself. You know, I when I think about like growing up and 20s, 30s. Think about the people that I've surrounded myself with and how much I will put them before me and take care of them. And, people will try to dispute that, but that's not, I know what I've given to people. And I know that it has not been reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? Besides certain people in my life that are in my life currently, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced bad friendships that I didn't even know was bad. I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? When I think about it now, it's like, damn, you really put up with a lot of shit from this person. Or you really, like, this person, told one of your deepest, darkest secrets. And, they laughed about it and joked about it. And, or this person made up a lie on you. Or this, you give to this person, you give to that. And you're giving and giving and giving and giving. And what's so bad about givers is that takers see you. You got to have thicker skin. You got to have thicker skin if you want to be successful. And I would say this: I don't have children. People that got kids, teach them. You got to have thicker skin because people gonna hate on you for blessings. People gonna hate on you because of your energy. You know how much hate I get. Oh, you're so bubbly because I'm a vibe. Are you dumb? I don't have to drink to be a vibe. Gotcha. Yahtzee. I love it. Oh, Lord. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People will hate on you. You can have nothing. Nothing. You can have nothing. And people will be like, I've had people try to do some wicked stuff to me, man. Wicked. You know what I'm saying? I believe in God wholeheartedly. Hands, that's my man, 100 grand. I'm 10 toes down. I may not be religious, but I am spiritual. That man moved with me. I'd be like, oh, God, I feel you. He'd be like, don't go down that street. I'd be like, exit stage left. You understand? You got to have thicker skin. People talking about you in your past. People talk about my past all the time. Yo, I got somebody that told somebody about my past, that told somebody about my past, that told me about the past, and was waiting for me to say something about the past. What the fuck is going on here? It got to be a hell of a thing, right? Because you got to be a hell of a depressed person. Because let me tell you why. And that's how you look at them. For you, when you're focused on your own past, when you magnify that, that's what depression looks like. Magnifying the past, magnifying something you can't change. If you're magnifying my past, that ain't got nothing to do with your past, to tell somebody about my past, shit, I must be a bad bitch. I'm on your mind, tell me why. You need to drink water and mind your business. Are you dumb? I'm sorry. I'm deviating. But yeah, you gotta have thicker skin. People are gonna talk about your abandoned building. You no longer lived it. The building has been condemned. All right. You don't allow people to be so. I'll say this. You know how you're growing or you're evolving. This is how you know. When you're not sensitive, or you're not. I can't say not sensitive. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that word because that could be offensive. I don't want to say not sensitive. When you don't let everything get to you. I remember there was a point in my life where I let everything get to me. I was like an exposed nerve. It's like, but I didn't understand. And you know what it was? It was my sister who said this to me. She said, it was a situation where I was upset. I was upset about somebody liking my video. Not liking my video. They did something. What did they comment or something? And I'm like, well, she don't mess with me. And why she doing this? And my sister was like, girl, do you remember how this went? Like, you don't call and check on these people. Why you expect them to call and check on you? I said, ego. A lot of the times we ego driven. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some of us, our ego saves us. But when it's magnified like that, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? How does this really affect you in real life? And that's what I had to ask myself. How does this affect me? Does this affect me for real? Or is that my ego at play? So is it me? Or is it Forehead? Or is it Paige? Or is it Miss Mercer? Who's at play here? Because one of y'all is the ego, and the ego got to go. You know what I mean? We get jammed up by our ego. I don't even understand. What you care for? Does it really bother you? Is it affecting your bills? Is it affecting your baby? Is it affecting your man or your woman? Is it affecting anything that's in your circumference right now that you really care about? No, it doesn't. And that's easier said than done. I'm not gonna hold you, because in recovery, that happens to us a lot. You can have 20 years clean. They be like, huh, crackhead. You be like, here comes the alcoholic. It's like, I got 10 years clean and sober and serene, and I'm still alcoholic. All right. Hi, my name is Alexis, and I'm an addict. It's fucking shit. It's so weird. People will still talk shit. Use my language. People will still talk about you. And sometimes you gotta, man, using people to promote you, man. Why not? You in your healing process, why not? It takes a lot to work on certain things. It takes a lot to be less confrontational. It takes a lot to be more patient. It takes a lot to be more understanding, even when you don't want to be. For me, my toxic trait is that I want to be right. I will go to the ends of the earth to be right. I'll be wrong and strong. Keep that liar alive. That's me. And I'm learning that when you love people and you care about people, that's not okay. And it's not always about being right. It's about understanding it and having a middle ground. And I realize how disrespectful and hurtful that is to a person when you always want to be right, always want to be combative. There's no talking to you. You don't hear anything. Your ears are brick walls. And it takes a lot. So shout out to the people in the healing process. This is hard. You see, I had to get a turtle. She's just sticking out her neck. Oh, I'll be talking her ear off. And they have ears. Turtles have ears, so they know. But yeah, so I'll be talking her ear off and stuff. This go for dudes too, man. It's not just for females. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people feel like, oh, you only gear it towards females. This is for everybody. You could be that dude to make sure you help your mans and them pay his rent. You make sure they got food in their mouth. You make sure they got clothes on their back. You put them on the, like, yo, I know where to get the dunks for the low. You know what I'm saying? You do stuff like that. You take them to the party. You introduce them to a new lifestyle. You take them out the country with you. You do stuff like that because guys do stuff like that for each other. You know what I'm saying? They look out for their bros. And that same person's like, look at this one here. Look, he think he fly. He think he this. Come on, man. Oh, I remember when he didn't have it. I remember when he was living in his mama's basement. I remember when he was jumping on. I remember he was jumping on the dirty mattresses. I remember this. I remember that. I remember when the boys got him. I remember when the girl stabbed him. I remember when he get slapped in his face. I remember this. I remember that. Not a whole memory bank. Oh my God. Somebody called Target and get this USB cord off the streets and then the stores. People do that. They do that to guys too. You don't live there anymore. You gotta have thicker skin. Don't get tight. Don't get tight. That's how you know. Don't get tight. There's nothing to get tight about. There's nothing to get tight about. You understand? If you feel some type of way, express it. You may not have to express it to them. Get that out of you. Don't keep that in because you don't want to become emotionally constipated. That's the worst thing you want to become. But if you honestly feel some type of way, ask yourself why you feel some type of way. Ask yourself, well, why do I feel this way? Do you feel this way because you still look at yourself through them same lenses? Woo! We got to get surgical. You still look at that one as you, that dirty little boy that was jumping on the mattresses and you didn't have no money in your pocket and your belly was touching? Woo! Do you still look at yourself as a dumpster mouth trash box whore? Woo! Do you still look at yourself as those things? Do you still look at yourself as the crackhead? You still look at yourself as a cockhead? You still look at yourself as the... Is that why you're responding that way? Is that why those feelings are coming up? Address it. You don't live there anymore. You are not that person. If ain't nobody tell you you're doing good today, you're doing great. Forehead and eye, you heard it here first. Okay? Don't let these people get you jammed up. I tell myself that every morning. Man, there's some mornings I wake up and it's just like, you that same person. You that, and I can't even tell you where them thoughts come from. I wish that I could tell you, but I had to have thicker skin with myself to say, nah, man, we ain't doing that today. Get your ass up, get it up. I was just talking about the grounding thing yesterday. And before me, I'm a type of person like this. And anybody who really knows me knows me. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I know what I'm going to do. As soon as my eyes open, I'm like, no, I already know my agenda and my plan. I got to go. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to walk up this hill. I had this. Let me show you what I had on my stomach. I had to take this thing off. What is it? Okay. I had this tight thing on my thing, sweating. It was, oh God, it was so hot. It was just nasty and disgusting. I had to take a shower. It was terrible. So I had that on, walking up the hill, walking, getting up there, and I know I just took a few deep breaths. I'm like, God, if you can hear me, just tell me what I need to hear, what I need to do. And I stuck my feet in that grass, and I sat down on the grass. And I just went to a different place. I can't even tell you what that was about. I just really went to a different place and I started crying, and it wasn't, God, get emotional. And it wasn't like tears of anger. It was tears of pure joy. People found, I remember somebody, oh, that's corny. Why would you stick your feet in the grass? And this was years ago. Somebody said this. I'm like, I guess it's corny. Why would I stick my feet in the grass? Not being myself. Now it's like, nah, I want to stick my feet in the grass. I like the grass. I should have brought the damn turtle with me. So I say all of this to end with this. Is that if nobody told you that you're doing great today, you are. You are. But you got to have thicker skin. Sometimes people will say stuff to you to knock you off because words matter. And depending on where the words are coming from, somebody say something to you and you just be like, damn, is that fucking true? Like, or somebody will make you feel some type of way, like you're not good enough, or you're not gonna make it, or you need to, whatever it is, you are. All right. You are. I'm here to tell you, I may not know you, but you are, male or female, you are. You're not that same dirty little kid that was jumping on the mattresses. Okay. You're not that dumpster mouth that was doing whatever you was doing in your past. You're not your past. And whoever wants to keep bringing it up, let them stay there. Let them stay in that abandoned building. Let them stay in that condemned building. Let them stay in the building that is being bulldozed. Let them stay there. And I can tell you that because I've had people that I thought were my friends talk about me to other people. Still to this day, probably don't think I know. Right? And that's okay. And that's completely okay. I've come to a place of peace with myself that I know who Alexis is today. I know who Forehead and I know who we are today. I built this. Brand builder. I'm sorry, I'm poking my titties, guys, please. But you see the shirt. You know what I mean? Seriously, you got to have thicker skin. I remember when I started doing the Forehead and I videos, nobody would like it, nobody would share, nobody would comment. I had two people in my life that were on my side. That's my sister and another individual, and my mama, of course. But like other than that, just those three. Those three. She was like, no, you could do it. Keep going, no matter what anything say. People know, like, words used to get to me. Now it's like, man, listen, bruh. You can't tell me about something I've experienced or I've done. I don't live there. I've been. What day was this? This is maybe like, oh, I was not. No, I was in Brooklyn last week. No, this was the week before my birthday. Yeah, this is the week before my birthday. And they're like, oh, you don't remember me? No, I don't. I don't remember you. I implore people, like, and it's like I seen somebody that I used to deal with. And it's like, okay, you just gonna ignore me? I will walk right past you. I have no exes. I don't live in that world. My skin is thick today. I don't know what happened in the past. I don't care. I'm not there. I don't live there anymore. I don't know what it is. All I know about my past is that it taught me the lessons today so I can educate and motivate others. That's all I know. I'm an inspiration out here in these streets. Don't play with me. And that's not being cocky. That's the truth. And I worked hard. I had to take hard lessons. I'm going to put my hand in the fire. That is hot. It's still hot. Oh, God, I think I'm going to burn my hand. That was me. I got Band-Aids on now. You know what I mean? So I just implore you to have thicker skin. I just have thicker skin. No matter what you're going through, have thicker skin, man, because they're going to come for you. And people are like, oh, that's the devil. That's God. Nah, man, that's life. Don't blame the devil. Don't blame God. None of that. You in recovery, you healing, you'll heal. I know grown-ass people, 40s and 50s, still healing. You got to still heal. It's a journey. See, healing doesn't look like, oh, you healed and it goes away. No, because you know what? Because you could be triggered by anything. Anything can trigger that feeling and that emotion again, right? So there's no thing as being healed, ED. You're healing. So something that felt like this can now feel like this. See how quiet it gets? So I say that to y'all to just say, please learn how to have thicker skin and don't take it all personal. That's something that I had to learn. I used to take everything personal. They're trying to get me. I got to get the goddess for the get me because I can't get God. I'm fucking dumb, So, nah, you ain't got to get the goddess because the goddess are going to get themselves. Don't worry about it. Keep your blinders on and do you. And I say that to y'all because I had to say that to myself. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody tell me one time, I'm not even going to go into that. But somebody that I thought was a friend somebody that I was very close to as a child. Not so much. We were close as adults, but not like really that close. You know what I'm saying? They moved or something. You know what I mean, or whatever. And it's like, we were close, and they said something to me that today I wouldn't take offense to, but then it was just like, damn, why would you hurt me like that? I was honest with you, telling about what's going on in my life, and you like, well, I can't. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who's there when the success happens, and it matters who was there with you when it was rough, when it wasn't right, and understanding that sometimes some people got to leave you when you ain't right. Some people have got to leave you when you ain't right. They gotta have their self-preservation too. You can't drag them down and stress them out. And that's a hard lesson I had to learn. I was like, well, why did this person leave me? Why did they leave me when I was down and out? Why would they do that? Fuck them! Flame on! I felt like a Fantastic Four member every time I thought about these people. But then I had to realize, like, I was out of pocket. I was out of line. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in recovery. I was drinking and drugging. I was out of line. You know what I'm saying? I was very disrespectful. Disrespected everything and everybody. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was gonna disrespect you. I didn't care about none of that shit. I didn't. And I had to learn that that's not okay. And the only way I learned that is by getting thicker skin and not being so offended, being more understanding about what it is to grow, develop, and evolve. You got to grow up now. Got to put on your big boy pants and your big girl drawers. You got to grow up. And that's a hard lesson that I had to learn, So I would just say for the rest of the day, please enjoy your day. I hope Harlem is a safe place and all these other places in New York, wherever, because anytime, anytime it's a hot day like this, people want to chitty chitty bang bang, and it's like, God, you think it's hot, you want to chill out, just relax, let the kids enjoy it. If anything, goddamn, sheesh, it's gonna be even hotter tomorrow, and hotter on Friday, and it's just, don't let the weather get you jammed up, and if somebody got something to say about you or talking about you, or whatever the case may be, about your past, just get some thicker skin and let it go, man. They talking about a place you no longer reside. The building is condemned. That building that you used to live in, whether it's the emotional building, the mental building, change your mindset. Change your mindset. And that's what I'm learning how to do. And don't get dragged by mediocre things. Admit what you're triggered by and get away from it. You see, I'm in the house. Like, for me, I'll say this, and this is for my recovering people. If you don't have a destination and it's these hot days, don't go out. Make plans to find yourself to do certain things. If you don't have plans, read your books, watch a movie, anything, because this is the season of the relapse. It's just the truth. Healing journey. This is the season, like, because we outside. And it's all right to be outside. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to get triggered by Shaniqua and them from down the block, then what are we doing? So you can go ahead and beat her up and beat her mama up and look crazy. Come on, man. It's hot. No, it's too hot to be all that. Why don't you drink some water and mind your business? Let these people get you jammed up, all right? Thicker skin. Thicker skin. Sometimes we our own worst enemy. Thicker skin. If you looking to be successful, if you looking to make a better life for your kids, your mama, yourself, a business, in anything, you just don't want to be that same person you was anymore. You want to change everything you want to change everything about yourself. You're gonna have to get thicker skin, because people gonna drag you back. That's what they're there for. They're there to drag you back. All right? Don't get dragged. And don't drag your damn self. All right? So 49. This was a great live. Like I said, I know people are commenting. I do not have my glasses and I cannot see. So hopefully I'll be able to look at the comments later. I got like multiple things going on right now. So I'm going to end this live. I thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to make this more of a habit since this is a part of my business. I'm so excited. I don't know if I showed you guys like the LLC thing. I was just so excited. Oh, look at my little book that they sent me. That's so good. And I trademarked my shit, so you can't steal it. So yeah, it's awesome. Everybody, please have a great day. For all of my people in recovery, please make sure you have an agenda, because if you don't have an agenda for yourself, someone or something will make an agenda for you. This is the season of relapse because it is getting hot. Please have thicker skin. Stay strong. Stay connected. People in a healing journey. You ain't got to go back. You ain't got to go to the block to be Shaniqua up. You ain't got to talk about anybody. You just do you, be you, keep your blinders on and stay focused. All right? Forehead and I out.